right, so however the background looks is how the background looks, because this is doing a one take and getting uploaded, because I have been journaling almost 3 times a day for the last couple of days. I have prayed. I have prayed and prayed. I always pray, but I have prayed. I have the medications, the supplements, all of these things that are supposed to keep you nice and level. I've done it all. Listen to me, okay? I am about to crash out. Bro, listen. Not only did the 4th of July bill, all that stuff happened, cool. So when stuff like that happens, I have to get myself off the internet, because, I'm not somebody that wants to see everything burn. I'm not a callous person. I am so optimistic in my real life. I don't even like hearing people complain. So this is about to be insane. But y'all, when I tell you, it feels like there's something boiling inside of me, because listen. It's the smallest things, like, oh my gosh, where do I start? It's like I feel like I'm in a season of just let things happen, but I am not a just let things happen kind of person, or it has to make sense. So, I don't, I don't tell y'all everything, but I'm in school for a certain thing. So I was supposed to be taking this semester off, whatever, but the advisement offices, my professors from last semester, the semester before that, have been out of pocket. And then who did I talk, bro? I talked to somebody today, and it was like they didn't understand English, bruh. And not like literally like, okay, you don't understand English, but it was almost like between people, companies or whatever, letting automated things handle all of their stuff, which means that you have to sit there playing with a computer for 40 extra minutes. When you get somebody on the phone, they are so robotic, and they act like they don't know what's going on, or they actually don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. The people that, and I don't know whose fault that is. Now I understand, because I'm so, y'all, I'm here. I'm losing it a little bit, but I'm here, right? So I understand the state of the world, and so I have to take into account a lot of social things, a lot of political things, and then you have the internet, so I have a lot of empathy for things, because, maybe a bunch of people got laid off. Maybe everybody's feeling how people are feeling right now with the economy or something like that. So, maybe they're stressed out, because if I feel like this, I'm sure a lot of people feel like this. And when I tell you, I am not even in that position of like, oh my gosh, I'm about to lose this and that, and I'm losing it, bruh. When I tell you, when you talk to these people, it's like, where's your humanity? Stop talking to me like a robot. You're a person. That's another thing. Hello? Like, you're about to piss me off. So you got that. Then you got the millions of people with the spam calls, just blowing up your phone, not saying nothing. When you answer the phone, you got that. You got the most tone deaf thing happening in just so many areas of existence right now. It is the craziest thing. And then it's like, okay, I was thinking about going on vacation next week. Maybe, means people supposed to be going on vacation. It's cool, but yeah, there's such a I don't know what it is. It's this big feeling of like, I am optimistic because I'm a faith girl. I have to be optimistic. I have to go off of faith. I have to. But when I tell you it's hard right now, just because of the sheer just of stuff that doesn't make sense. Why do I go look for something on the internet, or want to search something up, and I gotta add 2 seconds on to getting on a website to read an article or find something? Like, it's too much going on. It is starting to dawn on me that although I treat other humans like humans, and I don't think it's this big thing of just a bunch of inhumane people walking around. I actually think it's overconflated by news and media and stuff like that, and so whatever. But it's just like, I am now coming to the realization that there are companies ran by humans, there are lots of life things ran by humans, but always feeling like I'm being like sold something, or like something is always bombarding me visually or mentally, just stuff just happening, and it's like, you don't have my consent. Like, I just feel like, bro, and I hope this connects with somebody, because when I tell you, I am not editing this to figure out how to put it up. I don't feel like it. So it's like, we're constantly bombarded with things, but then life goes on. Capitalism is still a thing. So even when you get overwhelmed, you're exhausted and all this stuff, in order to live and maintain things, if you don't have a house, which a lot of young people, 30s and stuff, like, don't have their own house, and so you can't just be telling people to come over and do this and go da da da, and you got to drive it, and everything is spread out, and they done made it into, like, you know what I mean, industrialized everything. And so 9 times out of 10 you gotta, like, go places now, whatever, drive places. What I mean, you need a car, like a lot of cities and places and stuff like that, you have to do that. Of course, public transportation. But let's be so for real, I'm not y'all, I have studied social science. I have friends that call me a social scientist. Like, I study sociology and stuff like that. When there's a state of where, and again, I could be conflating it because I got my own thing going on, but when you have a state of, like, hysteria, when you have a state of uncertainty, when people are suffering and struggling and all that stuff, public transportation might not be a great idea. And I'm not saying, again, I'm a faith girl, so I'm not saying be scared of that, but I'm saying it's something to take into account. So, okay, whatever, even if you don't drive, even taking Ubers and Lyfts and, like, doing all these other things, it's almost like we as humans are getting punished because of the cruelty and the inconsideration of other people, because corporations don't run themselves, people do. It's like we've gotten to this place because of selfishness and greed and all that stuff. And I'm not a perfect person. I am not saying I haven't participated in consumerism. I'm not saying I haven't participated in, I don't know, I'm not saying that I haven't participated, not in a structural way, I have not. But yo, when I tell you, I've seen so much talk about where it comes to AI or social media and blah blah blah, and, like, all this stuff that's, like, harming us as human beings. It's just, I don't know, it's so much conflicting things going on, and such crazy just stuff going on in such, like, the main areas of life. So it's not just safety people are worried about, it's finances. It's not just finances, they're worried about the social part, like everything. It's like this big thing, and I don't know what the thing is. It's all folding in and collapsing on itself. Like, I think the thing that kind of drives me a little nuts is that I feel like a lot of the stuff that people are paying a very, 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 very heavy and high price for, whether it is in spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, whatever, it's unnecessary. It's so avoidable. And am I delusional? Like, seriously, because I feel like a lot of the things that are collapsing on itself, and a lot of stuff that has issues and stuff like that, it literally, like, it's unavoidable just by being humane. It's avoidable by just not being weird. Stop being weird. It's a lot of weird people. It's like, it's just, if you weren't so greedy and just, like, if you just I don't know how we got there, because I really was just irritated by the little things where it's like so much has happened so fast within these last, like, y'all, and not even 10 years. In the last 6 years, when I tell you, we have 6-7 years, we've been taken on a crazy like roller coaster. Like, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like, and I'm not saying I'm not grateful for things I have in my life and stuff, but it's insane. It's insane. There's no order. Like, I am so grateful for the steps we have made as a human race, blah, 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 whatever, I guess, in terms of, like, we're not cave people and stuff. Like, we've made advancements. I'm not, like, whatever. But it gets to a point. Really, it just gets to a point. It's like, I be looking around like, what are we doing? We be caring about the wrong stuff, bruh. We be caring about the most asinine, just stupidest, just things. And then the stuff that really matters, that affect not only, like, the person that might be doing something, but affects your, like, everyone. Like, we gotta live here together. I mean, like, y'all realize that, right? Like, we strangers, but we all have to live here together. And the better the conditions are, the better and healthier the people are, the safer they feel, stuff like that. Like, there's always going to be some deplorable people. But again, learn about sociology and understanding the effects of living, especially, like, just, I'm thinking our country-wise, I'm in the United States, living here, and the crazy things that people become, do, or have to go through because of finances, not living in a safe environment, like, just stuff that, bruh, there's a way to make it to where I feel like, for real, we could be not complete bliss, complete utopia, because now I can't imagine that now, because we got just, there's some good people out there, but there's also bad, hurt people. There's some people that don't know. There's some people that we got to unlearn so much that it's just like, it's not going to be a complete utopia, but, like, we could get pretty close to if we give people the space to be decent people. And I haven't done that research to, like, figure out why you don't want that, other than, like, you want unhealthy people. And I've heard that, like, you want unhealthier people because capitalism and then hospitals and stuff. But then I feel like we could always stay under capitalism without harming people. Like, just put the value on something else. I don't know, like, I don't know. Again, this is all, it's a ramble. It's a rant, because, bro, I've not journaled so much in my life since as of recent. Like, okay, daily is cool. Maybe twice a day, when I'm really, like, kind of, it's an intense period of life. But 3 times a day, bruh, I am tired of being on the edge of, like, you gotta stay emotionally regulated and this and that and do right and all this stuff. And I, again, was on the phone with my school. I'm done with that for now. I'm not, like, I was trying to do this thing where I was like, oh, I'm gonna do what I can, get ahead, da da da. It's clipped. I'm not doing it. I'm still going to go to school, but I'm just saying, I do that, then I've built this life being a parent that is extremely unorthodox in terms of, like, I get to be present, homeschool, like, that kind of thing. Like, I'm blessed in that way. I don't know, but, like, just the littlest things, like, bruh, I bought a microphone from Amazon or whatever, through a company or something like that. They never get back to you. It's just like, I don't know what's going, it's so, oh my gosh, it's like the order, there's no order, but it's like, I can't blame the people that have to work for certain companies or do certain things, because we live in a system that we live in. And so if they're not there because, cutting jobs or whatever, I don't know, like, they're just not, because they're not there. So if they're not that, then they're just overworked. If they're not overworked, they're feeling things that we feel. If they're not feeling, they're outsourced, and they are the most robotic people. The outsourced, not even in this country, like, is the most robotic customer service stuff I've ever dealt with. And it's like, I be feeling like, I don't like for people to feel stupid, but I be feeling like, bro, even if you're not gonna be overly professional, get it fixed though. But what it be is they be overly professional, overly explaining and stuff, and still can't help you. And I mentioned the microphone thing because I just got these 2 microphones this shouldn't even be a problem. And if I buy the warranty, why does it take so much? It's always, oh, but you got to reach out to the products, the actual like manufacturer. And you reach out to the manufacturer, and you gotta keep like getting on them. You have to keep getting on them. I saw something, or I had to do something the other day, and it was like, can you remind, like, the person providing the service wanted the consumer to remind them that they had an appointment. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, what are we, is I'm trying to have some empathy, but at the same time, it's just, everything's just going on itself. And everything is more difficult than it needs to be. And then you got these group of people, at least y'all got this group of people that just came out of college, most graduates and stuff like that, just bachelors, doctors, this very ambitious group of a generation. Is that Z, X, I don't care, whichever one is not younger than the millennials. And they might have some skills and talents, but then they supposedly can't even get a job, or obviously overqualified and not gonna be answered customer service. It's like, use them then. Like, I'm just, so y'all don't understand, I feel so, at this moment now, I feel so out of my body, because I feel like I have so many moments of like, is this real? Like I said, 90-some% of the time, and I can't even cry about it no more, bro. I kind of cried like early, but I can't even do that. Like, I'm so just like, it's just, I don't know. It's just so much stupidity just floating around for nothing. It's just so much unnecessary stuff. And I'm gonna be okay. You know, I'm saying all this now, and because I gotta be here. I'm gonna have a good life. Okay, it's not optional, or I don't need to be here. So it's just, bruh, I'm just self-harm is at an all-time high. Self-harm is an all-time high. And I say that in the sense of not self-harm like, you know, but I'm saying self-harm is at an all-time high through just decisions and stuff. We done came so far as freedoms, and then now it's like, just chill, bruh. Don't abuse your power. Don't abuse your wealth. Don't abuse your privilege. We talked about privilege not that long ago. Don't just chill, bruh. Be normal. Like, that's how I be feeling in a lot of situations with dealing with people and customer service. Like, just be normal, bruh. Like, be cool. Like, just, it's all right. Like, I promise you, if we just took care of each other, if we just did the right thing most of the time, it would be okay. I know it's like, people don't, we done been conditioned this way. We've been conditioned this way to where it's like, step on people, be ambitious, do this, you, no community, all this stuff. So yeah, I get it. I still think there's a lot less more extremely like heinous people than it seems, but it's like, everybody just be normal, bruh. By being honest, do simple stuff, get to know yourself, be honest, communicate, don't be weird, stop being weird. That's how I feel about a lot of things that be going on, because it'd be like, this is so unnecessary. So it's like, bro, I know, especially in politics and stuff, got to be self-harm, because certain stuff don't be making sense. Why? And it don't be making sense to me, because again, it's like we like the smartest, dumbest. The more we make advances, we make so many advances because I think people are like we're getting smarter, I feel like, as humans, right? But then it's like, the smarter we get, the dumber we get. Like, you know, it's like you know, I don't know. It was crazy. I'm looking at this and I'm really like, I probably look crazy right now. I don't know what I've said up until this point. And like I said, I'm going to post it, title it. I'm just uploading it, and we gonna let YouTube pick the thumbnail. Like, I'm not editing it. So hopefully I don't look like a complete insane asylum patient. Yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we here for? What are we doing? What are we We have so much information. We have so many testimonies of so many lived experiences of certain things and how things would go, although we're individuals, and we have so much, and yet somehow we still have nothing. Like, we have so much. And it's just, that's why I'm like, people have to, like, other than conditioning and stuff like that, people have to like self-harming. They have to. There's too much, and I understand information overload, but there's too much. There's too much lived shared experiences, bruh. There used to be a time where you had to know shared experiences through word of mouth, but it wasn't like this. It's not like you can click on a video and anything that you're thinking, you're feeling and stuff, and also always have discernment, you can honestly look up and find. And you can try the stuff and be real with yourself, and if it don't work, don't keep doing it, duh. But if it works, it's like, oh, I figured out something that helps me. Like, bro, it's so weird how we've made so many advancements, yet it feels like it's the little, like, I guess it's the little stuff that makes us human that people be missing. Like empathy, or just not being a robot, or just, I don't know, like, you know, like, I don't know. It's just, it's the weirdest, like, cognitive, like, to me. I really do hate to sound like that person, and I'm gonna say it, but please, I haven't done too much research on this, but I am starting to be one of them people that might think like, yeah, like, capitalism, and I don't know if there's different ways to do capitalism, so I don't know if I wouldn't say I'm completely like, ooh, anti-capitalism, because I'm not living off the land, although living off the land cost. I'm starting to be one of the people that's like, capitalism is really just messed up everything, or maybe it's the monetization of everything that has messed up everything, but it's exhausting, y'all. Like, what's the point of everybody like out here telling their experiences and their business and stuff, and it not getting exponentially better, exponentially faster? What is the point? You got people out here telling their business that they need to write in their journal, but and they do it on, and they put their own relationships at risk for monetization, which is insane. But it's like, for people to do that and for us not to get exponentially better, exponentially faster, is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. No way. I know darn well, come on, y'all, no way we are just using people's experiences through, really, social media is just the most, you know, through social media, books, whatever, but all this information out here, you telling me that, y'all, please tell me that's not what we're doing. Please, please. So that's crazy to me, because that's just, I don't know, bro, that's crazy to me. Like, what is the point at this point? Take it down. Let us all retreat, get back to real life, and figure out what we're supposed to do as human beings, because we done got this tool, and I know there's some people that do it, because I've made advances through all of the shared experiences and books and therapy, like all this stuff. But like, at this point, shut it all down. We don't need to do this no more, and let's just get back to, because it's for what we doing it for? At this point, I think social media and us as people and what we do and how we interact with technology and social media stuff, we're just a social experiment. This is a social experiment, because, and I don't know if we're winning, fellow human beings. I don't know if we're winning. I think we're losing the fight. I think we're all just exposing ourselves as like data, okay? And this is some kind of social experiment. I don't know exactly. I'm starting to get into I'm not going down no rabbit holes. I don't have the mental capacity, which I know, conspiracy theory, but really not. No, but for real, it's starting to feel like this is all a social experiment in terms of, okay, don't know the reason, but social media, technology, industrializing and moving people apart, more individualistic. Like, it's starting to feel like some kind of grand social experiment. I just don't know what it is. But honestly, for us to have as much information as we have, as much access as we have, you know, like, for us to not be getting exponentially better, exponentially faster, is just insanity to me. We're gonna get this down to 30 minutes. I'm not going over 30 because I would be sitting here talking all day. It's just, everything is like, it's the most, we're living in such a period of time where it's like, it feels like we have to be the history. We have to be in a social experiment, because typically we can go off of history and we'd be like, okay, this is not supposed to happen. This is not based on history. There's so many moments that didn't happen where it's like, yeah, typically. Now we literally be like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And it would seem like, and I'm going to say this about the empathy thing. It be seeming like people lack empathy too, but people are tired. People are exhausted. People are tired. People are like, I don't know the right word for it, but people are just like exhausted, bruh. People are tired, exhausted, because it's like, okay, we can't even, like, it almost feels like there's no plans and rules and things, like tried and true things to do to get to certain places and things now. And that's why I just focus on my spiritual relationship, and I just be like, I'm gonna do the best of what I got, because for us to be so advanced and have so much access and stuff to stuff, it just feels just, there's some kind of regression going on. It's something's weird. Something's so weird. We can't go back in history, like, be like, oh, statistically this is not supposed to happen, because there's so much stuff that's not supposed to happen that keeps happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we gonna be in the history books as all of civilization, but I just feel like us batch of people, this, when they surveyed this decade from before COVID to, you know, when they that research gonna be crazy. That research, it's just too much going on, y'all. It's too much going on. 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 It's like, you gotta be so hyper aware that it's exhausting, you know. You have to, like, really protect your peace these days, because things have the potential to, like, really, because things have the potential to really, like, blow you mentally. And then you got to balance all these different things. It's just, yeah. Well, it'll get better, I guess. I don't know. I thought I was going to really, like, crash out. But, you know, and hopefully my friends, family, associates see this video. I promise y'all I'm not insane. It's just, make humans human again, please. Can we focus on that? Can we throw out all the other stuff? Make humans human again.